stay with me here for a second. There's going to be a lot of numbers. Cracking the code to wellness now costing Americans $1.8 trillion annually. Now, for the average American, that breaks down to more than $5,300 per year. Those numbers coming from the Global Wellness Summit's 2024 Trends Report. Now, that report also shows the global wellness economy, which generated $5.6 trillion in 2022, will continue to surge, reaching $8.5 trillion within the next 3 years. Now, a driver of those staggering stats is biohacking. The term used to describe do-it-yourself biology has generated 951 million views on TikTok. And over on Google, there's been a 900% increase in searches for biohacking.
The way that I like to describe it is just using what we know about biology to help us become the best versions of ourselves.
So you're saying, what is biohacking? It can be anything from using a smartwatch to track our heart rate to jumping in an ice bath, which we know is quite popular right now. But this morning, I'm taking a closer look at neurofeedback therapy. The idea behind it is that we can essentially retrain our brain to tackle mental health issues like ADHD, stress, and trauma.
Depression, anxiety, trauma, and OCD.
Quite frankly, was pretty afraid to even leave my house alone.
A combination of mental health disorders.
At my worst, I was unable to care for my physical health.
That Emily Dean struggled with for about a decade.
And I ultimately ended up having to check into the hospital.
After being discharged, she discovered neurofeedback therapy.
It completely changed my life.
Dean tells me the sessions here at Alternative Therapeutics in Cuyahoga Falls provided relief that medications and traditional therapies could not.
We're not your average counseling practice.
Brittany Cirillo uses neurofeedback therapy to balance electrical activity in a patient's brain, regulating delta, theta, alpha, and beta levels.
If any of those brain waves are being overproduced or underproduced, that will correlate with symptoms that the client is experiencing.
The goal is to essentially retrain the brain by using operant conditioning, a learning process where voluntary behaviors are rewarded.
We tell the brain to do a certain thing. When it does that certain thing, then they're rewarded instantly by that video game that they're playing.
I was so interested in how it works.
Okay, here we
Keep
go.
the headband snug, relax your face, and minimize blinking.
Brittany gave me a taste of what a typical session is like.
Okay, so when you're ready, you can hit start.
My goal was to keep the flames of this fire burning bright and the sound of the crackling strong.
So that's your positive feedback. That's letting you know that your brain is in that ideal zone that we're looking for.
I only sat here for a short amount of time. A typical therapy session runs about 20 minutes.
And so with more and more practice, the brain starts to recognize what it's supposed to do, and it reinforces that pathway, strengthens it to the point that that's their new normal.
Despite gaining popularity during this biohacking craze, neurofeedback therapy is still considered experimental.
I think it's an interesting phenomenon.
I spoke with Dr. Robert Lufkin with the USC School of Medicine, and he tells me regulating the brain could give people better outcomes when it comes to their mental health.
I think, in my opinion, this can have beneficial effects on an individual.
Dr. Lufkin says, regardless of what form of biohacking people choose, it's shifting the balance of the doctor-patient relationship.
And it's certainly exploding in recent years, and I think it reflects the fact that all of us as patients are taking control of our own health.
Emily Dean, grateful she gained control.
Neurofeedback therapy and alternative therapeutics saved my life.
After completing 20 sessions 5 years ago, Dean has been able to maintain her progress with a few booster sessions, along with some tools to help her navigate the world. A world that for years Emily navigated with crippling fear.
Before neurofeedback, I was afraid to go to the grocery store alone. Last year, I went to California alone. That's something that I never thought would be possible for me.
With insurance companies still considering neurofeedback therapy experimental, it's not covered. However, Brittany tells me many of her clients have had success when they submit for out-of-network reimbursement. On average, people need about 20 sessions to get the end results that they're looking for. And I just want to thank Emily for kind of putting herself in that vulnerable position to share her story. But it's so inspiring to think that at one point she couldn't even leave her house.
I know.
And then after all this, she's traveling to California by herself. Just kind of shows the impact that it could have for people.
Certainly. One question I have for you.
Yeah.
Can we do this in children?
Yes, yes, you can do it
interesting.
in children to
Yeah.
treat things like ADHD, which we know has skyrocketed, the rates of children with ADHD, and then medication shortages
Right.
for it. Like, this could be a good alternative.
Certainly. Thanks, Mike.